their games.
Questions, Jason? Can you maybe talk about the way your team played in the second half of the league? Were you pleased or not pleased?
I was pretty pleased. I thought we did a good job of keeping the ball in their half the majority of the time. They caught us on a break a couple of times, but that's going to be a little bit typical in that instance, especially with LeBron babies with some real speed in behind. But all in all, I was pleased with the second half performance.
What did you feel about the penalty call?
No comment.
It seems like Colin Warner disappears from long periods of time. What can he do to be more involved, put a stamp on the game?
No comment.
Jason, on that free kick that directly was counterattacked instead of a PK, do you think maybe had too many numbers push forward?
Could be, yeah, could be. Need to look at that in particular and see how that breaks down. Because we can talk all we want about the penalty, but I'd rather talk about how it gets there. Because you don't want to open yourself up to a counterattack when you have a 1-0 lead off a dead ball that's yours.
It seemed like DC had a pretty good bulk of the possession early on. What do you attribute that to?
Mostly because I didn't think we were good enough with the ball. I thought we kept giving it away cheaply, uncharacteristically again. And then when we give it away in our half, I think DC made good choices to keep the ball for long stretches in our half of the field because we had gained no ground.
Olave was pretty crucial a couple times there during that stretch of possession. Can you comment a little bit on his game today?
Yeah, he put himself in a couple critical positions for us in the first half to stop what were good goal scoring chances. So I was pleased with his performance in the first half. In the second half, I thought he died out a little bit. I think he's fatiguing a little, in my honest opinion. The decision at the end to push their player wasn't a good one. It could have cost us the game.
Despite getting that equalizer scored against you, did you feel like you maybe needed to have another goal at that point?
Yeah, I think when you look in the first half at Colin Warner's breakaway, and then the second half of Colin's shot, and the cross that comes across the team that he almost scores, it's those instances, as we saw last week when we played Philadelphia, that if you don't put games away, they can come back to haunt you.
A couple DC shots came off the woodwork. Do you feel a little bit lucky to come off with 1 point?
No.
Jason, I think twice in the last 3 games you have conceded goals late. I think that's just 2 instances. Do you think it's maybe a bit of a theme lately?
It's tough for me to say that that one can fall into the category of any kind of trend. That one was a one-off, if you know what I mean.
Jason, for so long you guys were just unbeatable at home. Now all of a sudden that home field advantage seems to have evaporated.
Untrue. We went through a stretch of a lot of games where we hadn't lost. It wasn't like we were winning every single game at home. We didn't lose this game either.
Having said that, does that have a little bit of that feel of a loss?
Yeah, I think a little bit. I think we have to be very disappointed to have kind of the 3 points wrapped up and then to give away the counterattack and then to have to be at the mercy of the referee's decision.
The winger was pointing to his hamstring after the tackle. Was he hurt before that?
And not that I know of. I think he may have pulled it on that play.
Samario had a rough Gold Cup. How do you help a struggling striker?
We're going to continue to do what we did when he was here. Continue to believe in him, work on technical aspects of his finishing. And at the end of it, he's going to have to come through this rough patch. Forwards have rough patches, and this one's been a little longer than probably typical for him and for most guys, but he'll come through.
Espanola was all over the place again. He came up, looked like he passed or he pulled out. Was he hurt?
Yeah, he has some hamstring issue as well. It was bothering him. We knew about it at halftime, and we wanted to stretch it as long as we could. And then when he got kneed again in the hamstring there right before we pulled him off.
Did you change that substitution?
Yeah.
Jason, what do you feel like you want to see the team do better in Chicago?
I think that we just need to continue to try to improve in every aspect of our game. I just think it would be unfair to try to pick out one thing and say this is the area of the game that we have to improve on. For me, we need to improve in every aspect, and it's not. We're not asking for huge improvements. I think we're asking for little improvements. So possibilities are there.
Coach, you can speak to this as a player. What does it do mentally to be so close, and you know where you can be, and be so close to getting back there and just not get over the hump?
It's challenging. It's challenging. I think all of you know in your jobs that there are challenging times in your jobs or in your lives, and you feel like you're close to getting things back in order and back to a happy state, and it just takes some belief, a lot of belief in yourself and in the players around you, and hard work.
All right, guys, locker room's open.